Guys, Brooks here, back with another video. This is going to be a video on the top 5 property purchases in GTA 5 that will usually make you the best money. But these are not only properties, actually number 5 is a whole nother association. So number 5, I want to start off with something that makes you money depending on what you do. Now, what I want to talk about for number 5 is VIP work. Now, you can either register as a CEO to do this if you have a CEO office, or you can just register as a VIP. Now, there is something that I need to tell you about VIP work. You need at least $20,000 in the bank, not cash in hand, but in the bank. Okay? And if you do not register as a CEO and do VIP work as a CEO, then there will be a full 4-hour time limit that you can do it and a 12-hour cooldown. Now, between 4 hours, if you make $25,000 per 10 minutes, you can make a lot of money with just VIP work. Alright, so now in number 4 we have Motorcycle Club. Now, the Motorcycle Club is a business where you have multiple businesses inside of it. Now, what I mean by that is there are many product businesses inside this. Now, as we enter the clubhouse, I want to show you what the clubhouse has to offer, just as well as the businesses. Okay, so now that we are entering the nightclub, the motorcycle club, excuse me, you can see that this is not only just a sort of cosmetic value, but it also has a 10 motorcycle garage in here, where you can store 10 different motorcycles and customize them inside of here. But in there, where that computer is where you can also buy many different motorcycle club businesses, and you can also have a little sleeping quarters and a gun locker if you're really up to the purchase. Now, in here is a little meeting room. Nothing you can really do. No big things you can start from here. Not usually like the CEO desk with the computer, but right here is where I'd say just gather up with the people in your motorcycle club and see what you want to do. But that's about it with this. But the clubhouse isn't really where the motorcycle club is really profitable. It's more in the businesses that you can buy in this motorcycle club. Okay, so now we're going to actually leave the clubhouse. Okay, and we're going to now head on to the bunker. Now we can go to the bunker, but one thing I want to say about the bunker is, while we drive there, I will show you all the things about like how much it costs, how much you're buying stuff for, and all that stuff. So the bunker is a good purchase, but I definitely recommend you start off with motorcycle club or VIP work to get up there. And I do want to do a big disclaimer. This isn't purely factual, but mostly it is. It's also mostly just more about my preference. But at the same time, it's not. The way these businesses are being placed, it's not based off of my opinion. This is based off factual stuff. But would I recommend doing some of the businesses that I don't like? No, I wouldn't. But that's just my opinion. So don't go off of that. Go off the facts that are based in this video. Now, as we head over to the bunker, I'm going to show you a preview of a bunker that you'll get to see in, like, say you're in the internet and you were wanting to buy one. Now, there is many different bunkers. You have the farmhouse bunker, which starts from $2.3 million. You have the Chumash bunker. I think is the best location because it's right by the water for water operations. It's $1.6 million. And it's just all around great for its location, because right along here, you could put it, your CEO office is here and stuff. So now that we are here, well, not here, we're at a Buzzard to drive there. I'm gonna actually go and I'm gonna show you how I renovated mine. Now, Agent 14 is the guy that you will be associated with if you buy a bunker, but that's only if you buy a bunker. So,
which one do you have?
The Paleto Bay Forest. So the Paleto Bay Forest bunker, I have some of the renovations, but not much.
Where's that at? You have to mark it.
No, it's far. Just go to yours. The bunkers, I have bunker style 3. Purely, this one is cosmetic. Does not change anything. Personal quarters is cosmetic. Shooting range cosmetic. Gun locker cosmetic. The transportation, if you really don't feel like driving the slow caddy, then you can just drive the fast one. But if you don't have transportation at all, you have to walk. So I mean, it's a win-win, and honestly, it doesn't matter. But now, one thing I want to say is that these bunkers are far, and the setup missions are very crucial. Like, it's very far of a drive for everything, depending on your location. Now, one thing I want to say about the bunker is that when you are, say, have supplies, okay, you can designate your workers to either half of manufacturing and half of research, or you can do full research and full manufacturing. Now, that means that your supplies will either go fully to manufacturing, fully to research, or some to both. Now, I wouldn't say that there's an actual best way to do it, but if you were trying to get best of both, I would just go 50-50 with your supplies, so that way you're getting the most out of it. But I want to say that selling your product from the Paleto Bay Forest bunker, or any bunker actually, you only have 15 minutes to do it. And now 15 minutes sounds short to the regular 30 minutes with any other business, but it's actually very possible, unless you have any minor complications with players. Now, you do get a bonus for actually doing this in a packed lobby, so it's just better if you always do it in a packed lobby. Now, we're going into the bunker, and inside the bunker is where all of it happens. Now, as I load in, the bunker is a very large building, underground building. Now, as you can see here, these are the transportation vehicles that will be stored here on your left. And these vehicles are usually the fastest way to get there, but you can't usually go this way, so you would take the long way. Now, as in here, you can store an MOC, which is a mobile operations center. Very big truck, but you can do a lot of cool stuff in there. Now, we're gonna go to the place where all the selling happens, where you get your money. Now, as we go here, this bunker is actually a very good example of what I was talking about, of stock and research. Now, stock and research is what it gets generated by your supplies. So basically, we're gonna head to this computer, and now this computer is where you can source something to get the supplies, or selling, or research. Now you can research for guns on top of an insurgent pickup, and all of the cool cosmetics, and you can research Mark II weapons and research bigger magazines for your weapons, stuff that you couldn't usually buy at the ammunition store. Explosive rounds is also a cool thing to buy. Now, as we head out of here, I just want to say that if you haven't liked and subscribed and turned the notification bell on for future videos of mine, then you should stop and do that right now, because I will have more top 5 lists or top 10 videos out for you guys in the future, just as a little guide. Or if you want to consider it your main guide, that's also perfectly fine too. Now we're gonna drive up here to the exit. Now, if you leave this golf cart here, it will go right back where the golf carts are, so you don't need to worry about just having them all over the place and then not having them right when you walk in. So now we are going to head off to the CEO, and then we're going to go to the building, and then we're going to showcase what inside the building, like what you can do with the CEO building itself, and then we're going to showcase a vehicle warehouse, and then we're going to showcase a cargo warehouse. Josh, we're all going to use my stuff. So, with that being said, we're going to head to the Maze Bank West. Now, I'm going to show you guys a preview of that place too. Now, for the Maze Bank West, it comes in at around $1 million or higher. So this one right here, Maze Bank West. Now, you get different things: decor, personnel, organization name, gun locker, safe, and the accommodation, which is automatically there. Okay, so decor. This is purely cosmetic. This only changes things on your walls and the furniture in your CEO office. Now, right now, I have the cool, executive cool. That is the one I own. But if you were to not buy anything at all, you would start off with the executive rich. Executive rich is the first one you start off with. It looks nice, I would say, but I think executive cool looks nicer. Now personnel, purely again cosmetic. Getting the male personnel or the woman personnel does not do anything different. It really does not mean anything. Only thing it does is change your gender. Organization name. This purely is cosmetic too, means nothing. Now the fonts and the colors of the name those are cosmetic too. They don't do anything. Gun lockers. They can make it so you can have a certain weapons in your gun wheel without having the ones that you don't want. Safe. The safe is just for for like storing money in there. It's not really something you need. Purely cosmetic. Now, as we're here, this is Maze Bank West, the actual building. Now I'm gonna head into the building and I'm gonna show you all about the CEO office and what it brings. Now, what you can do in the Maze Bank, either than using your computer and your personnel, is purely cosmetic. It doesn't do anything. These 3 computers over here don't do anything special. They're just there. Over here is the computer that you're going to use. Now, when I hop on this computer, you're going to go through a little loading screen, but I can't access it because I'm currently shooting this video inside of a private invite-only session. So that is purely not accessible. But right here, I just want to go through living quarters, nice area. It's of course bought. You don't need one. So you can head out. One thing I want to tell you about is the personnel. Personnel, I'm gonna just run down everything you can do with her. Pegasus, you know what that is, to spawn those special vehicles in. Personal vehicles, these are all the vehicles that you own. So she will spawn the vehicle outside and you will be spawned in the vehicle. Now, there's snacks. Snacks is just like the facility. Facility, you can also buy snacks and max out your inventory for snacks. Now, buzzer. This is like for people that want to walk in and they want to go into your building, so they buzz your office. Now, with the elevator, you can exit to ground, roof, vehicle, and then you can also exit to garage if you own one. Now we're going to exit to the ground, okay? And we are going to go and we're going to showcase the nightclub after we showcase the cargo and the vehicle warehouse. Josh, I need you to drive this car over here.
What car? Oh, alright.
Now, one thing I'm gonna say about the warehouse, car warehouse, and the vehicle warehouse. These things, they are not buyable on any internet application. You actually have to go to your CEO and you have to manually buy one. So you would go into your CEO office and you would actually go on the computer and you can buy them as well as the owning screen. Now we are currently driving to a cargo warehouse. Now these cargo warehouses come in from 16 crates to, I don't know the middle number, but I know that you can have 111 crates. You can also own up to 5 warehouses, and they don't have to be all the same number of crates holding. You can have all 111 crate warehouses, as you can have 111 crate warehouses, so you can have up to 555 crates in total. Or you can all buy the 16. You can buy 16 crate warehouses. You can buy 5 of them with 16 storage, and that will just make it so you can fill up completely more than one warehouse. But I wouldn't recommend getting 5, and just stick with 1 because it really wouldn't do anything much. Now we're entering a warehouse right now, and this is a warehouse that is a friend of mine. And this is a very big warehouse. It can hold up to 111. I just can't go in there.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah. Just get in my car.
It doesn't let me either.
Now, the next thing we're gonna go into is the vehicle warehouse. Vehicle warehouse, it's pretty cool. I think it's out of the two of the vehicle warehouse. But for new players, start off with the vehicle warehouse. That's how you get your money for crates. It's the easiest way to buy a crate warehouse if you have that money from the vehicle warehouse. Now the La Mesa vehicle warehouse, which is the one we're going to, the only problem is I wouldn't recommend this area because this is a gang hideout. And if you mess with one of them, then they'll all come at you. And if you're trying to get that car in there without trying to pay any repair price, then I wouldn't recommend this area. But this is the cheapest one, coming in about $1.5 million. It's expensive, but it's really worth it. This is the ultimate solo money making method here without doing glitches or anything shady like that. Now in here, there is a lot of different things you can do. Now, one thing I want to go over. Going on this computer over here, when you're on this computer, you're gonna see all the vehicles that you currently have, and then you're gonna see the collections. Now, collections are made up of certain vehicles that are made by a collection. So you want to get all that collection, and if you make the whole collection and sell it all at once, you get a bonus. Now the bonus can range from anywhere to 30,000 to 50,000 to 80,000, depending on how rare of the car collection you have. Now we're going to leave this. So the CEO and the vehicle warehouse are pretty simple to sort of tell you about, because they're not really hard, and they don't take a lot of like thinking about what you want to do, because you don't really divert your supplies to anything. It's like a supply and stock sort of thing. Now we're gonna head to the nightclub. Now the nightclub is also nice because with the nightclub you can basically have every single business that you have and you own is inside of that nightclub. Anything like the stocks, the cars, the cargo, the stock, the supplies, the nightclub doesn't do anything to that. That's a whole other separate thing. Just the nightclub takes a clone version of that and basically accumulates stock by just having technicians assigned to it. Now, the nightclub is actually very expensive. When you want to buy one, it is actually $1.2 million is what I bought mine at. Now, that does sound like a lot of money, but for a place where you get a lot of profit and product, it really doesn't. Now, as we drive over there, I want to say that you have two different things that is the biggest part of the nightclub. The biggest two parts is the garage. Now, you can have up to 5 floors of garage. Now, that's purely for cars and special cars as well, because that's one of the only places that you can actually store special cars, either than a bunker or an MOC if you don't have accessibility to that. Now, there's also the other big thing, the biggest thing, and that is that you can have up to 5 floors of product making. Now, what I'm saying is you can hold up to more stock, basically, of each of the businesses. Now, if you start off with one, it's not going to be more than a $200,000 profit, but if you do have up to 5, it could rake in about, I'd say, $1 million. But that's depending if you do any business battles or not. Now, we're going to head into this nightclub, and inside this nightclub, there's also a whole nother money-making thing, which is made by popularity. Now, popularity, do not worry about it. It is not anything but cosmetic and $10,000 per day. It does not make anything, but that's $10,000 at the most. Now, as you can see, this is the nightclub. You would think that it would be a lot more booming, but I have it so it's not like that, because if it's booming, that's because you have a full amount of popularity, but the popularity is purely just a waste of time. And that's not an opinion, that's very factual, considering that if you look at all the other money-making things inside of this business, then it is purely irrelevant. Now, if you look down on the dance floor, you can only see that there's barely any people there. That's because of the popularity, simply. So don't be alarmed when your nightclub isn't booming with people, because it simply doesn't change anything. It doesn't hurt you in any way. But this is where it all happens. Now, that's just what I'm saying. Our popularity is 5 bars. You can go do popularity runs, and you can go do certain things for advertisements, and you can get 1 bar of popularity. Doing that 5 times to only get $10,000 a day is just a waste of time. But on this computer is where you can check all your businesses, and you buy technicians, okay? And they get expensive every single time you do it. Like, the more you do it, the more expensive it gets. Now, I'm gonna get onto the management computer, and I'm showing you about, like, I have 72. I have 35 out of 72 in stock. That gets me $100,000, but that's because my nightclub is only halfway filled. Now, the nightclub management, you can promote club. That's what I was talking about. Your nightclub popularity will go up if you promote your club, but it's not worth it at all. Now, DJs, that's purely for popularity. Don't worry about that. This is what I'm saying. Technicians. I have 3 technicians out of 5. If you buy a 4th one, which if you're on my level, then that would be a lot of money. But you can also look at the stats here, the available goods, 2 out of 7, and all that. So, you know, it's a good money making thing, but you wouldn't have to, like, really work your butt off for this. It's simply just there. Now, you can sell goods for, like, solely by themselves, or you can, like, sell all of them in one big batch. Now, staff upgrade, equipment upgrade, and security upgrade. Staff upgrade and security upgrade, they don't do anything. The equipment upgrade is where it's all at. That's a big game changer. And this was all I have to say about my top 5 business money making list. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and comment saying which one was your favorite business and which one you're gonna do, and subscribe and turn the notification bell on. And if you want more of these videos, just let me know. And thank you for watching this video, and I hope this video helped you.